This is your cats are just slacking off.
Well,
you give them one thing to do, and they just sit there and stare at you.
One thing to do with very little pay. I don't blame them.
Well, that's fine.
This might be a coop. Is that how you pronounce that word? I know there's a P on the end.
I think the P is silent, sir.
Oh, well, then you've spelled it incorrectly. Everybody. The word is coop, and chickens live in that shit.
Well, it's short for coup d'etat, which is a French phrase. And I have no idea what it means. I just know that it is that because of Michael Moore.
I thought a coup d'etat was like when you get your food with ice cream. I'd like my sandwich coup d'etat, strawberry.
You're thinking of a la mode, which is also French.
Look, just say it in English.
How about this? Yeah, don't be French.
I mean, be French. That's fine. But if you're opening a restaurant, you're like, well, this is a la mode.
Yeah.
Just say with ice cream.
Here's the thing, though, is that's what gets Anthony Bourdain to show up from the grave.
I was gonna say, I think, but the only thing now is a Ouija board. Oh, R.I.P.
Well, exactly.
Rest in peace.
Oh man, it's so cool when the guy that whose job it is to travel around the world for free and eat and not really like people all that much still kills himself. We live in a good world.
Wow, we live in a fantastic world.
Oh, it's so good.
If the man whose job it was to do that was like, well, no more of this.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
This is great and everything. This is everybody's probably dream on Earth, but I'm done.
I can say with good fortune, like good, just I've had enough. I've seen it. It's not good.
You can only eat so many food truck sandwiches. I'm 50.
You know what? I feel like you could probably eat those forever.
Oh man.
Food truck sandwiches, they're always weird.
I went to Vegas. We got tacos from this truck that was parked underneath the fucking highway, like an overpass. They were delicious.
Remember when we went to...
Were so good.
Remember when we went to Florida? The dude was like serving bags of Doritos with meat in it.
Oh my god. I forgot all about that.
That was the best thing. And then there's a place down the street that does that shit too.
Oh, there's a name for that shit.
Walking taco.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's it's
my first time encountering that. Also, what was it? The blackberry moonshine, just in a store.
Yeah,
in a mason jar, straight up. Yeah, give me that.
It's got the blackberries right in it. That's how you know
it. Sure does.
I love that.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Fucking guy driving the shuttle, just texting with his phone right at the windshield while driving.
Hey. You gotta.
The rules be different.
It's Florida.
In the South.
It's literally Florida. What?
Yeah.
What rules?
Yeah.
Where are they posted? I don't see them.
None of the things we just described are like anything out of the ordinary for a regular day. If anything, that's a tame day in Florida.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel
Nobody
like
dies from a crocodile attack. That's a good Florida day.
In Florida, I think legally you could argue, well, the rules weren't right there.
I didn't see a sign.
Ah, wow, you've got us. You're right.
Shucks.
It's people like you that are the reason we have these signs.
Right awesome.
Anyway, welcome to Grindhouse Movie Club.
Hey.
We're not big on Florida.
Well, Florida's a really good place to be able to watch a car on fire from the balcony of your hotel.
That was pretty cool, too. We saw that. We did it all in Florida.
Dude, people ask me what my favorite trip ever is, and it's that and Newfoundland. Those are the two answers every time, by far.
I smoked weed out of an apple while I was in Florida.
I stole Rebecca Black's golf cart.
Hey, you gotta have it. We're going places and she's not gonna get it. We'll see ya.
I hope you like Friday where you're standing right now because I'm driving off.
Yeah, I think it is move your feet, lose your seat.
That's exactly how it is.
Yeah, she didn't move her feet, and we just got under
As a result, yeah, she lost it.
Yep, her seat drove away. Yep. So
hanging off the back like a Mexican immigrant trying to cross the border. The car's full.
Jesus Christ! I mean, you were hanging off the back. I don't know why we were allowed to do anything that we're allowed to do.
I'm so happy that it was all permitted, though.
Again, no, I didn't see a rule sign posted, so
there wasn't a single one.
I'm gonna do it till somebody says not to.
Just guardrails to keep the teens away, which is probably for the best.
Yeah, YouTube. Not so great, is it?
It's weird, huh?
Yeah, oh no. We've given everybody unfettered access to everybody. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we should fetter that access.
That access should be pretty fettered.
Bar some holes.
Oh, man.
No holes barred.
being within arm's reach of teens is apparently dangerous for some people.
I never had that problem.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
It's, yeah,
But,
come on.
kudos to y'all, I guess. Just kidding. No kudos.
Kudos revoked. Oh, yeah, this is a podcast, so.
It sure is. Grindhouse Movie Club. I just woke up from a 2-hour nap. And that means apparently that I'm on meth now. So
hey,
are.
I'm coming in hot after a day of telling people what to do at work.
When telling one specific person who still doesn't listen.
Hey, eventually he'll get it.
Did you say that, serious? I can't hit you.
Yeah. One day you'll be able to hit people again. It'll be a good day. Open palm. Never close. Open.
Never just open? Yeah?
Yeah. It hurts less.
Like a Puerto Rican dad?
Always front of the hand too, never back. You get those knuckles in the game, that's assault with 4 deadly weapons right there.
You ever see the video of the guy? I don't know. I think he's like a Mexican gangster or something, but they're in like a McDonald's. And there is a brief fist fight, but the best part of the video is this guy is in an open button-down shirt, so stomach exposed. And after the fight is sort of over, he just walks up to the dude, he kisses the back of his own hand, and then slaps him across the face.
And sends him over a table?
Yeah, and puts that man to bed.
Oh boy, there is something magical about fight videos on Twitter. Because, like, if you're on the app, fight videos on X, which sounds like I'm talking about pornography now.
No, it sure does. And then you get the,
hold on,
litter. We're gonna do
my
litter
cat's having
scrape
a
real
shit.
quick.
My cat's having a shit, everybody. What are you digging for? I just put fresh litter in there so that, oh, Jesus.
Whoops.
Please don't.
It's exactly
Please don't
because.
be a shit.
It's because
Oh, it's a goddamn shit. It's a shit, everybody. It's a shit. It's a shit. It's a shit. It's not a piss. It's.
It might be both.
It's a shit, and it's happening a foot away from me. Normally this wouldn't be happening, but in circumstances such as these, the cat's litter box have been moved.
Oh, my
Now, please
God.
cover that up, Goober. Please cover it up.
She doesn't even know where it is to cover it.
You're not wrong. She sniffs around. She's finding it, and here we go.
Catch it ASMR. You don't gotta describe it like it's fucking text to video, like somebody's reading a book on tape.
Cover it up, Goober.
Nah, we ain't gonna.
Holy, you gotta do it before it smells. Oh,
Is that how that works?
fucking. Oh, Jesus.
I don't have to. I don't know what that's like anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wish I could say you're missing nothing, but I mean, you saw what I had to do.
Man,
I got to see it happen and then cover it up for her.
yeah, you're like you're a hospice carer. You're a handler. That's what it is.
For her especially. So yeah, I love watching fight videos on X.
Yeah, on X.
You know, you're just on the app, and
I love that the logo reminds me of Ashley Madison.
I like
That's
that they.
the other thing.
Have you seen that they've made it edgy now? It's like a super edgy looking logo.
What? Just the fucking letter X and half of it's hollowed out? Because
Even
it's
edgier.
in my phone.
Look how edgy the background is. They've added a texture.
Oh yeah, great. Hang on, let me see this to make sure that it's still the same as it was before. Oh, they may have fixed it. I can't tell. Originally, because I saw that, it was extremely obvious to anybody with eyes that the actual letter X was not a PNG file, so you could still see the black background around it. Yeah. Oof.
Elon. I don't know what the long form of Elonigan. Elonigan Musk.
Elonigan Musk sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
Come clean up all your Legos and get this PNG figured out.
Oh my God.
Anyway, grindhousemovie.club is the website. Go there.
It sure is.
Buy a t-shirt, god damn it.
Matter of fact, and I can confirm this because I just checked. If you just type Grindhouse Movie Club into Google, we are indeed the first result.
Oh my God. We've done it.
We are we're the best on Google results.
There's us.
If you type that. And then some asshole.
There's some asshole. There's one that's about like playing poker. I don't understand where that comes in. But make sure you spell house like a German mouse
Yeah.
would.
Spell house like you're looking for one in Amsterdam.
There you go. House in Frugen.
Oh, the Dutch.
I was watching American Dad yesterday, and the fish was making something, and he put veal in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh, you can't make it without." And then he used some German word that sounded very much like small lazy cow. And I'm pretty sure that veal is lazy not by choice.
No, they're forced to be lazy.
It was like
They go, I want to not be lazy, and the farmer goes, well, that's too bad.
small hoofen leisure or something like that. Oh, it's so good.
You can't make veal without the sad parts of it.
Right?
That fucking fish is the best part of the show. I don't care what anybody says.
I love when they treat him like shit. That's my...
So every episode
They
that
just
he's
like slap him around, and I think the one time they throw him in the toilet and like, that's where you go because you're a piece of shit. Pieces of shit belong in the toilet.
That fucking fish. Oh, man.
So, yeah, go to the website. Just search Grindhouse Movie Club. Tell your
Yeah.
friends. I don't know.
You can omit the umlaut. Because that's
ooh.
way too much fucking work. Don't worry about the umlaut.
The what?
You know how in Motley Crue they had the two dots over the U?
Oh,
That's what that's called.
Right,
You know?
the umlaut. I was like, that's a funny word for a period, my friend. Just say period. Who are you trying to impress? You got your fucking umlauts a la mode.
We're just combining languages that we can't speak. It's fine.
Is that Latin and... Is it Latin? It's Latin, isn't it?
I honestly, I don't know.
Umlautigan.
It probably is Latin. Everything traces back to Latin eventually.
Yeah.
So that was my brain resetting. That's what that noise. You know how like if you're driving a fucking manual car and you fuck up the clutch and it grinds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the noise my head makes.
I used to, from my dad, used to shift gears while he was driving.
Nice.
Heard that sound a lot.
Why? Imagine. Because it requires a professional.
Yeah.
I can't drive stick. And shout out to anybody who's listening who can drive stick. How's your knee?
Yeah,
Does your knee hurt every day?
How do you know when to go up a gear, you bastard?
When it sounds like you're about to explode the car, is my understanding.
The cars always sound like that to me. They're very loud.
Varying degrees of maybe it'll explode.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, again, 1 to 2, 2 to 3.
You're just like actively ignoring technological advancements. Do you also still get your water from a creek?
Ooh, yeah.
Automatic transmission exists to make life easier.
Yeah, tell him, Jay.
Ooh, man, oh man. Do you still hammer your own tools together with a kiln?
Oh, you go to the blacksmith when they fucking... Oh!
Do you still believe in witches?
Oh! And then you're still like, yeah, when you go up a hill, you gotta shift down, don't you?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I fucking couldn't tell you.
You gotta shift in one direction.
You put me in a manual car, guess what? We crash. 5 seconds. Whoops. I stall it out in an intersection to get T-boned right away. Just throw me into a manual car.
Okay, well, look, I'm not gonna do that. I don't even know where to get one. I feel like it should be hard to find these days.
It's not. That's the best part.
It's like
they're all over the place.
Like I can't find an iPhone 3. Why are people still driving like this? You fucking insane people.
Yeah, go to the store and see if you can pick up a Sega Genesis game.
You can. Just depends on the store.
Well, yeah, like one store within a fucking 500-kilometer radius will have one of them. And it's not really a store as much as it is a man.
A man with many things.
Yeah.
This is a yard sale we're talking about. All right, well, just go to Dark Roast. Just go to darkroastcult.com. It's also Grindhouse Movie Club. That's go to
Dot Club.
Yep.
Don't even worry about the .com on that one.
Just
we made it easier for you.
Google it.
Yeah.
And then buy a shirt. That's the plug.
I'm fucking wearing one right now. It's not even a lie. I am wearing this shirt, and it is quite comfortable.
Yeah, and like if I was telling you right now, like I'm sipping on the coffee from darkroastcult.com, like this is what it sounds like. That would be a lie because I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you not compromising my integrity.
I really hope that everybody heard how slurpy that was.
Well, they don't make the cups the same way they used to, all right?
No.
It's garbage Starbucks lid that sucks.
I think we can just be grateful it's not It's not a paper lid.
I really like that they ask me every time if I want a straw, and then I get this lid, knowing full well that a straw would never fit in there.
Yeah, you're probably lucky they don't just manhandle a straw down that little hole.
It would be paper, so I'd just be drinking paper.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Nothing like slurping your coffee through a phone book.
I will say, the United States might be pretty fucked up, just 100% across the board, but at least paper straws aren't mandatory there.
Are they not? They really should be.
Maybe they are, but I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt because of scumbag country.
Well, look, I'm going to make the
It's
same
capitalism.
the same argument Andrew Santino makes. Show me the shells. Show me the shells
The shells.
of the dead turtles. Show me the shells. Where are they?
Andrew Santino is a ginger, so I don't think his opinion counts.
Oof. You just...
I'll tell that to his wonky-toothed face.
I don't even think... Is anybody out there a ginger? Write us an email.
If you're a ginger and you're alive and an adult, good on you.
I don't know how your peanut allergy didn't get you.
Peanut allergy or years and years of bullying.
Peanut allergies, they'll get you. The peanuts are every fucking
They will
where.
get you.
You can't make something without peanuts these days.
Almost exclusively. It's very difficult.
I don't know why I assumed everybody with red hair had a peanut allergy.
They're sensitive to everything. Can't go to the beach.
At the beginning of the school period, like the first thing they got to do, first period, is go down to the office and take a pill. That was a thing that every redhead in my school had to do.
You know what that is?
Yeah, I do.
It's concentrated melanin.
Oh no, it was actually like Ritalin. I don't know what it was with
I love all the gingers at your school had ADHD.
They did. They all had to go. I thought it was like they were in trouble thing, and it's like, nah, they just...
Now we gotta take our meds to make sure we don't form an alliance and take over the school.
This is so Malachi doesn't fucking...
Open his mouth too wide?
Yeah, and start plotting. Oh my god.
Malachi from Children of the Corn is the closest a human has ever been to Kirby. That motherfucker opens his mouth, you think he could swallow the earth.
He fucking swallow something. Some parents, I don't know. I forget what it's about.
Well, yeah, parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
They kill all the parents in the town as a sacrifice to the corn demon.
Ah, yes, because I have red hair and am clearly an orphan. Everybody else must be.
Let me tell you also, a corn demon? What?
Hey.
Cut it down. What?
Just start a little fire. It's going to get out of control.
How hard is that? It lives in the cornfield? You know,
was it
wait until harvest season.
Is that literally what I watched it so long. Is that what it's about?
Yeah.
Is there a corn demon?
Dude, it's Satan in the corn.
Do you see it?
I mean, you see a bunch of shitty Stephen King in the 80s post effects. It's a bunch of I don't even know how to describe it. You know how picture somebody getting hit with laser beams from somebody else's eyes.
Oh no.
You know how they turn red and black?
Yeah.
That's what the corn demon was.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. The best part of that movie though is one of the main characters is running away from all the children that are trying to kill him, and he straight up trips and slams in the dirt. Like it's a hard fall. It's so good.
They
makes me think of Homeward Bound every time I see it.
Get back up! Get back up!
They just left it in. The fucking guy almost knocks the wind out of himself.
Oh, I hope he did. I mean, you can't expect much from Stephen King.
They made people skinnier back then, which is so weird.
We all know how it originally ends.
How about how
he
it
wrote
originally just is, dude?
Oh, I don't think I've seen the movie, but I've heard about the book, and let me tell you,
yeah,
they better have a different ending.
I could tell you that, well, let's just call it what it is. The child orgy doesn't exist in any of the movies. They were courteous enough to omit that part.
You know, in the 80s, I wouldn't be surprised if they fudged that in there. Like I did one of those things where the camera pans up and it's like, guys.
In the 80s movie, all you get is a group hug. But
that's enough for me.
Knowing what's in that book though, oh yeah, when the cameras are off, it's it at night.
As soon as that camera's off, he's gonna fuck that little dog.
Everybody listening, watch Shakes the Clown, and
or
then
don't
immediately turn it off after you hear that part.
Yeah, just Google that part.
Yeah. Grindhouse Movie Club, eh? What fucking movie did we do this week?
Oh God, Probably one everybody's been patiently waiting for the last
I imagine a
20
handful
minutes
of,
of us just talking about I don't know what.
We're gonna see the title, and yeah, that 20 minutes is gonna be like, fuck it, just get to it. What?
Yeah, tell us. Oh boy,
What are you talking about? Your fun Florida trip?
That happened years ago. Get a life, guys. No, this. Oh my God, this week, like people are on the edge of their seats, like because they know it's coming. They read the title,
yeah,
and they're like, "This is gonna be such a good one because it's such a good movie, such a really good movie,
yeah,
such a good movie." I remember it being so good.
Yeah, that's the most important part of everything that you said. I remember it being so good.
I know why I remember it being so good. It's because in my mind, the first and second one are the same thing.
Yep. That's fine because that's just the truth.
Yeah,
I have no further input on that because that's just the accurate, stone cold truth.
The difference is the second one is like security cameras,
and also better.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. It's better. It's better.
Paranormal Activity, everybody. Now,
Paranormal Activity.
I'm gonna get into a couple things that might explain why.
Please.
Your memory of it is as positive as it is.
Okay.
First of all, let's just get it out of the way. Boring fucking movie to watch now.
Yeah.
Cool in 2007 when it was surrounded by advertisements that were just night footage of the audience members screaming because they were terrified, and a published list of walkouts. And then you see that, and you read that, and you go, oh, this movie must be fucking horrifying.
And then, like, right at the beginning, Paramount's like, hey, we want to thank this family and the police.
Yeah.
No credits. So you're like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. They really Blair Witch Projected it. Now, on the topic of Blair Witch Project, Paranormal Activity is it's the movie with the second largest disparity between budget and box office. Second only to the Blair Witch Project. So this movie was made for $50,000. It made $190 million in the box office.
Clickbait.
But yep. Oh, classic 2007. You thought that shit was new? The Blair Witch Project, however, $22,000, so half the budget, $250 million. So they still win.
Yeah, and I mean I
can almost guarantee you go back and watch that movie, it's not going to hold up either.
Oh God, no! I haven't seen that one. I got to assume it's what, an hour and a half, running through the woods, going
traipsing through the woods,
and then you see the
screaming,
second one.
Where are we?
Have you seen the second one?
I refuse to.
It's aliens.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Do you mean the remake?
I don't know.
Okay, so there's 3 in the original series.
Sure.
There's the first one that's the one.
That's the drippy nose.
And and then there's 2 pieces of shit that came after it, sort of like Halloween 3, where there's like a lamp that's haunted.
Yep. Season of the Witch.
Yeah, and and then they remade it, and in the remake, it's also aliens.
Okay, well, guess what?
I liked it better when it was just insanity in the woods. That's just me.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah, it seemed a lot more entertaining, and then aliens.
Yeah. It's a real trump card.
Do you want to spoil it?
I have. You're asking me about my 2 sentences or less. The only thing scarier than demonic possession is moving in with your shitty abusive boyfriend. How's that?
Yeah, he doesn't fucking listen to a goddamn thing.
Holy fuck! You know, like we talk a lot about like in horror movies, bad boyfriends and shit. This guy is a cake taker in a lot of ways. Like he doesn't punch Katie in the face, but he sure does with his feelings.
Well, if he's not punching her in the face, he's defecating on anything she says.
Yep.
No, please
don't. Movie.
Don't get the Ouija board. I didn't buy it, bitch. I fucking rented it.
Oh my God.
There's a difference.
This is like a 5-year-old's logic.
Loophole.
Yeah. Great.
All right. I can spoil the entire series.
Oh, go ahead.
One word.
Bring it.
Witches. Oh, did you think it was a ghost? It's not.
Nah.
Oh, no, it's a demon. Oh, no, it's witches.
Not
oh, no,
only
it's
is it
something
witches,
else. Oh, no, it's something else.
It's naked witches.
Yeah.
And they're old, like Hereditary.
I feel like every movie, it's something else. Like it's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, the second that we got to the ghost dimension, I threw my hands up in protest, and I haven't watched a single Paranormal Activity.
Ghost dimension. What?
Yeah. So You get the first 2 Paranormal Activities, right?
Yeah.
And they're pretty good. And then 3, which is where they go back in time, and it's witch time.
Such a good movie.
And then
Except the witch part.
And then you get the one where the Xbox Kinect can pick up the fucking ghost.
I slept on that one.
Woo!
I think
boy,
the last one I saw was when they were in Oxnard, California, and it was witches.
Yeah, that's probably. I think that's 3.
That's the one where they're in like an apartment, and like the apartment below them is like a witch lady, and they have to like sneak in.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
I might not have even seen
it's
that.
like a spin-off, I think. I don't know if it's like right in the original.
But the Ghost Dimension, let me tell you, when I watch a trailer for a movie, right, and the movie is in a series of movies that are in the found footage genre, as in you have an expectation then that most things are realistic.
They have to be because it's found footage.
That's right. If it's a fucking documentary style, you can't stray too far from reality. All right?
No.
So when I'm watching the trailer and I see a portal open in a wall and a ghost is in there, guess what?
Is this Poltergeist?
I'm done.
Yeah. Shut it down. Shut it the fuck down.
It's over, Oren. Oren Peli. You've done a lot of good things, but you fucked that up.
Yeah, that's
make a fucking second season of The River, please.
I don't know what you're talking about now.
Oh, The River's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, dude. Short series.
Okay. Well,
the Amazon rainforest, and every episode they deal with a different like supernatural thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm into that.
It's like a chick trying to find her dad, and it's Grant. No, not from Jurassic Park, but from his name. I swear to God, is Grant in another movie.
Okay.
Either way, good times. They do the thing. They go to like this island. You know the fucking doll island?
Yeah.
So they go to that.
Okay.
That's one of the episodes.
You just sold me.
There's more cooler shit than that as well.
I thought it was gonna be like Bear Grylls just whacking lizards against trees for half an hour.
I would also watch that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh man,
he's really good at that.
He's really good at biting a snake in half with his bare teeth.
Hey, Bear Grylls, bare teeth.
His Bear Grylls, dude. Oh.
Yeah, he's real good at serving.
I wish your last name would fit on the other half of my knuckles so I would get it tattooed.
Tell him to change it.
You know, Bear Grylls would be a sick tattoo.
Bear
for
Grill.
Knuckles. Yeah, GRIL.
So, all right. I mean,
yeah, Paranormal Activity. It's a lot of preamble because, to be quite honest, I have like 3 pages of notes here.
So yeah, that's the problem with found footage is like when you watch it, there's nothing.
Some of them won't be that way. However,
some of them will.
Yes, because when you shoot your movie entirely in one location with 2 actors, and you have to make it an hour and a half long, chances are there's going to be some filler.
Just a wee bit.
You're gonna end up watching people brush their teeth.
Yeah, you're gonna end up watching people shit on the toilet. You're gonna end up watching just bad guitar jokes.
Bad guitar jokes and playing.
Just like life,
Yeah.
just a slice of life, and then ghosts.
And a woman slowly learning that she should never have moved in with this guy, because if he's just gonna lie, if he's gonna break a promise about a Ouija board, which first of all, let me tell you, people who pronounce it Ouija board, doesn't that make me happy?
I just did that like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about?
It's different when it's in a movie because to read a book.
Well, I'm gonna pronounce it Ouija every time I see that word.
Ouija sounds like a racist term for an Italian person. I feel like we've covered this territory recently.
Fine.
This Ouija board over here.
Well, don't say it like that.
We're channeling Uncle Tony. Trying to get his marinara recipe.
It's a charcuterie board. I told you that. It's just a charcuterie board. You're just putting tomato sauce on it and moving your hand around.
It's the tomato sauce, yeah. Fuck. Why do so many found footage horror movies have to have a shot of the camera operator filming himself in the mirror?
Because he's a smooth operator. So smooth operator. I don't know. That's my answer. I was
I
dumb.
was just gonna let you go.
To be honest, the second I saw that, I'm like, well, where's this? This is not security camera footage. What the fuck is this?
You thought it was the second. So my roommate, I'm watching it, and he's like, oh, is this the part where like there's the kid that gets, and I was like, it's not that movie, it's the first one.
Yeah.
So everybody thinks the first movie is the second movie.
I was waiting for the cupboards to fly open,
Yup.
and no, what I got was like baby powder on the floor with tiny little demon hoofs in them.
Fuck yeah. That
Looked like a fucking
man.
velociraptor walked through it.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm not sure which of these two people. We have Micah and Katie in this movie. And then unnamed third friend, who I think probably is supposed to be her sister, but then her sister is a very different person in the second movie.
I called her Gal Pal.
Gal Pal, sure. I'm not sure which one of these two is worse, because Micah is clearly a gaslighting verbal abuser, but then Katie is also a gold digger.
Yeah,
She
you're
contributes nothing to the household. She's in school. They live in a fucking mansion, just the two of them. Neats. And he's a stock trader, but she pulls up in the Miata. In the Mazda Miata. You know that Family Guy joke where this is not a sports car. Hey, that's a legitimate sports car. It's certainly priced like one.
Oh God.
And that's their only car? What does Micah drive?
I don't see him
Does she
go.
make him take the bus?
I don't see him go anywhere.
Well, he doesn't.
He's got to stay home and trade the day.
Yeah,
So-
he trades days.
He's got this big old camera. I look at this camera and I go, well, that's not a camera you just go out and buy on a whim.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just buy that.
It's a shoulder cam. Now, this is 2007.
It's like, what would...
Red doesn't exist yet.
No. What you get is what Bam Margera also gets. You get the Bam Margera special, and you hold it like a handle. And
That's right.
And then you get also the 1,000 lights and microphones, like you know how to use it.
Yeah, which the fucking dude's bragging about his Firewire cable.
Oh my
Sick.
God.
Good job dating yourself, movie.
The
I
oldest
can
sentence in the
guarantee you.
world.
Fuck.
I'm plugging in the Firewire.
How
Hold
many?
on.
I want letters. How many people? Tell me right now that you know even what Firewire is, because I do,
So do I.
and it's over.
Yep.
It's done. It's been usurped just by USB. Firewire don't exist no more.
If you're transferring digital footage, or not even analog footage to digital, you're doing it wrong. Pay a professional to do it. Why do you...
It doesn't matter how you're doing it. It's wrong.
Yeah, just have somebody else do it.
Oh, man.
My God. So he's like, yeah, this big old camera. It's only half of what I made today. No big fucking deal.
So the first thing...
He made 12 grand that day easy.
Yes.
Easy day.
Yes, and yeah, it's a shrug, right? So he's the one who's generating all the income for the couple. And then all she does is bitch about how much of his money he's spent.
God, I didn't pick up on this.
Great.
I was...
So really, how much did you drop on that thing? Half of what I made today. So half of a day's work bought me this camera. One day. How's that studying for nursing going?
Easy. She's working hard. You see her study one time.
For 5 minutes, and he can't even give her that.
That's fair.
These people were meant for each other in the way that they're both garbage.
This fucking... What is this word? Oh, huh.
Can't even read your own writing. It's all good.
No. House has MC Escher stairs. That's what I wrote down.
Were you confused by the stairs? Like, because they go up one way and then they go up another way?
Yeah, this is just... and any stair that isn't business is an MC Escher stair.
Is it? Stairs are for point A to point B, and don't fuck around in the middle.
Yeah, you take me to Hogwarts, I look up, I see those stairs moving. Where's the goddamn elevator? I don't have time.
I will get a wheelchair.
Where are the regular stairs? Take me up 14 flights. I'm not dealing with this.
And a matter of fact, yeah, fuck that too, because if the stairs move, why couldn't you make the actual steps move? Instead, we gotta walk up a whole fucking tower.
Why can't I just walk through a portal?
That's a great question also.
It's Harry goddamn Potter.
The fucking guy could do anything.
Yeah, I'm seeing people like whip around on brooms, like just
turn
go.
into smoke and dust.
You're a wizard.
Why didn't you smoke and dust your way up to the Hufflepuff room?
Why did you put the Hufflepuff room so fucking high up in the air? Let's start right there.
It's a tiered punishment. Whichever house Dumbledore hates the most, they get the top of the tower.
And it's magical, so it just happens. One day you just walk in.
Getting chirped by portraits of people who are dead?
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm alive, asshole.
Exactly.
You can't say anything. Fucking John Cleese could take his head off all day. I still have a beating heart.
Eat shit, Portrait.
Hey, opera singing fat bitch. Fuck you.
So this movie takes place in Santiago, which of course is Spanish for a whale's vagina. In 2006.
Great.
We join our protagonists.
I can only assume Santiago is in California.
Yeah, it's like right next to LA. They touch.
Okay, all right.
I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. So September, we join our protagonists 7 days after 9/11, or at least the anniversary of September 18th, 2006. 7 days after a moment of silence, this shit goes down. Scene set.
I like that the movie doesn't beat around the bush at all. Like, Mika's just straight up. Yeah, I bought this camera to film the ghosts that are fucking with you.
Yeah.
Just right away. But that, to my point that I keep making about found footage movies, if you don't have like an ordinary plot and then shit happens, then you're being held hostage by like pickup shots of kitchens. And people barbecuing and swimming, and I don't care.
Yep, I'm not trying to watch a family vacation footage, family home video here.
2/3 of a movie.
Show me the ghosts and get the fuck out.
Yeah,
make this movie 20 minutes long.
You very easily could have done that.
The whole movie could have been 5 minutes. Just, we're gonna film these ghosts. Oh, ghosts! Oh no! End of movie.
Credits roll.
So 2 minutes in, he lays out, like, we're here to film the ghost. I'm going to film this fucked up ghost shit that's been happening to you. 2 minutes into the film, we didn't fuck around. This is right after filming his wife's ass.
Yeah, as she walks up the stairs.
A lot of ass shots.
Also, how, like, 5 hours he has a camera in his hands before he's trying to coerce his girlfriend into making a sex tape. And she's clearly not into it, but he drives after it for 2 fucking days.
Oh,
coerced
boy.
consent is still technically sexual assault.
I'm going to mention it every time it happens. I wrote it down.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, so
you take one no and you go, all right, that makes sense, and then you move the fuck on.
Hey, how about some extracurricular activity now?
Have you changed your mind since 12 hours ago when there was daylight?
I believe at one point he even is like, I turned the camera off. Let me just aim it at you here.
Yeah, let me put it down right
fuck.
on the bedside table, pointing directly at your face less than a foot from you.
Yeah, let's fuck with the red light on.
And she's like, yeah, the red light's on. No, that's the standby light. And she knows more about the camera than he does.
No camera has a standby light.
That doesn't exist. I'm sorry.
As far as I know. I don't know. I don't care about cameras that much anymore. I used to know. So yeah, for some reason at this point he's like, what we want to do is get the ghost on camera so that we can like figure it out and react appropriately. And then he makes like a throat slitting motion with a knife.
Yeah, he's got a knife. He's got a fucking kitchen knife in his hand.
A big one.
Yeah, and what are you gonna cut the throat of a ghost? Does that work for you? You're gonna assassinate what's already being assassinated?
Fucking make that ghost bleed its own ghost blood.
It's ectoplasm when it comes out.
I thought that was cummies, but fuck ever, man. I don't know. I don't know ghost anatomy.
Poor clairvoyants just getting nutted in their own nostrils.
It's clear that they should stop.
All right. One thing that Micah and the ghost, or demon, I guess, in this movie share is a foot fetish.
That was unnecessary, and I was like, here we go.
Well, you got sexy feet.
Yeah, he like films them for a while before she's like, what's going on?
So disinterested. Like, he keeps catching her half naked while she's doing regular getting ready for bed things, and she's never receptive to it, but that doesn't stop him for a second.
Yeah, I believe at one point she's having a hard piss, and he just like cracks the door open, and he's like, what's up in here?
Yeah, I'm just filming in the bathroom.
I thought I heard some porcelain being cut. I'm here to service your power washer.
Is NASA launching a rocket?
Boy, sure is foamy. Fucking. I wrote right here. Films down to her feet. I like your feet. Here we go. Is what I wrote.
Here we go.
Boy, oh boy.
The first ghost noise that you hear is actually a red herring. It's just the fucking AC kicking on in the house.
Which you think you'd know about in your own house. You would know, like, this is the ice maker sound. It sounds like a ghost.
There's no real timeline as to, like, how long it's been, at least to my knowledge, since they moved into this place. But it seems very brand new. You look on the walls and in the doors, and there's no, like, fingerprint smudges from, like, opening the door when you're dirty or anything.
The way I was picturing it was she moved in with him.
Oh, so you already had the house.
Yeah, and, like,
okay.
Still, you would think, like, you would know. Like, that's the ice maker.
Yeah.
An ice maker doesn't make, like, a ghost sound. It makes the sound of water.
Ice falling 5 inches.
Yeah.
That's...
That part I was like, all right, come on now. All right. That fucking happens. What was the other thing? Oh, right. Yeah, he's like... When he's asking for to fuck, he's like, well, how about a striptease? How about half a striptease? How about just bra and panties?
Just trying to wear a poor woman down.
Yeah, let me just see your hooters.
And, like, it's not... She's got class, all right? So she's out of the house for maybe 5 hours a day. You're home the whole time. Save the beat off, you know? She's going to be home soon.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to, like... And... Is it really going to be that enjoyable when the woman is not that enthusiastic about it? Like,
right?
Yeah, I guess. Just put it in and film it. And then lays there like a fucking starfish. Yeah.
Just put it in and film it in there.
I'm gonna jerk for 5 seconds and I'm gonna check the NASDAQ.
Oh, it's down. This is ruining it for me.
It's like Matthew McConaughey in The Wolf of Wall Street. Pretty soon you're gonna be doing it and be thinking of money.
And Quaaludes.
Oh, dude. Let me tell you, of all the drugs that are no longer available, I would definitely try Quaaludes.
You know,
heartbeat.
That movie sure did glorify taking Quaaludes and driving a Lamborghini Countach really poorly.
And jerking off at a party in front of a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Jonah Hill definitely takes his dick out. You see it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he chokes on some bologna at some point.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, what a hilarious fucking movie.
Fantastic movie.
All right, so we're putting
Paranormal Activity, though.
We're putting the camera in the bedroom. It's night one.
Yeah.
We've already suggested that we're going to have sex. Let's try again one more time. This time just on, we're just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in case you're wondering, no, this won't be the last time I bring it up.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, again, we fucking, and we ain't fucking.
No, we ain't. Now, first question about their bedroom. What the fuck is it with people and having throw pillows on their bed if they're just going to chuck them on the floor and not even use them? Ever.
Well, if somebody's
Are you swingers with interior decorators?
If somebody's coming over, you want them to, like, see that,
look
right?
in your bedroom and be like, oh, these are nice pillows that you'll never use on your bed.
Yeah, please don't touch those. Those are clean pillows.
I don't understand. And, like, every time the bed is made and those pillows are right back on. But the only time that you see them ever get used is when Katie picks them up and throws them on the floor.
It's a very 2007 thing, I think.
Holy fuck.
Was this movie 2007? I didn't even look.
It was.
In 2007, did you have a lot of throw pillows? When did throw pillows stop? You know?
When everybody became depressed and started living minimally, I think.
When they sold their actual pillows and used the throw pillows as pillows. Yeah.
That's a pillow that your toddler puts its head on when it's taking an afternoon nap.
So it's 2:08 a.m., Jay.
Yeah.
Footsteps.
Oh, geez. Footsteps and the sound of keys jingling.
Footsteps, and let me tell you, they don't sound like they're going anywhere.
No, somebody's having a tantrum in the kitchen.
It's like every footstep you hear from the demon, imagine the sound of somebody pretending to jog in place, because sometimes they sound like they're going upstairs, other times it's just like thud, 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 thud.
And then in the background of that, this low hum that builds, sort of like when you're sprinting and the blood starts to collect in your ears.
Yes, the atmospheric post-demon sound effects. The demon atmosphere.
When you go a little bit too far underwater and the pressure starts to get to you, imagine that noise.
Here, I'll try and do my best impression. Yeah, honey, I'm just sitting here with no demons around me. Is that a demon?
You fucking nailed it. I want you to know that.
So yeah, it's just like, if you're ever wondering, like, is the demon there? Listen for the low hum. It's the demon sound.
That slowly gets louder and louder, despite the fact that the actual characters can't hear it.
Yeah.
My issue with the first night is that they go downstairs and the keys are in the middle of the floor, whereas they were once on the counter, according to the forgetful girlfriend. At no point, however, do we check the tape for the sounds of the keys, which are audible.
Yep.
In the movie.
They sure are.
And I'm not going to check the tape, though, for an answer as to why the keys... You must just be a dumb bitch.
Yeah, why you put your keys on the floor, you drunk? Obviously, you're at the bottle again.
What? How come that attic hatch is open? Well, that's where you keep your wine.
Damn it, I've solved it. I'm the one that's drunk, but sorry. My bad. Like, what's this demon doing? She's like, oh, here's your keys, bitch.
Yeah, fuck
Ching.
these keys. It's like a cat. The
slide
demon's just a cat.
Yeah, like, this demon's been around her since she was 8. By the way, they say that.
They say it a couple times.
Yeah, they make sure that you know that she's the problem.
This is a legacy demon.
Yeah, and so just for, like, your whole life, your keys have just been off the table onto the floor?
That must be so frustrating.
Demon! Come on! They're under the goddamn stove!
This fucking sitcom that we're experiencing is a How I Met Your Mother demon.
In, like, the one episode to get a hook, and he's just, no hook. Fuck your hook. Just keys on the floor forever. Before they look for the keys, this dude's, like, adjusting the camera for no reason.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, I don't know what CoinNet is, but I want to check it out.
I don't know it. I could not tell you.
It's on his t-shirt.
For CoinNet.
And it's
2007. Bitcoin don't exist.
Yeah, this seems very much like we really got to advertise CoinNet.
Yeah.
Put it on his shirt and
put it on his shirt and have him never change for 18 days.
It's kind of what it's like. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, he's just like, it's like it's just in frame for far too long to the point where you're like, well, what is CoinNet?
Yeah.
What is that?
A lot of shots of him just putting his chest as close to the lens as possible while still making it legible.
Yeah, I'm sure that CoinNet paid for a great deal of this film.
Great deal of the 50,000, so 10.
Yeah, it's a great deal. Keys on the floor. He's super sarcastic about that shit.
Just right away, we're gonna bring a psychic in.
Yeah,
Let's just bring the psychic in and have him write down my life story and then provide no answers or help whatsoever.
What I really like
is... least helpful psychic.
Yeah, least helpful psychic who, he immediately comes in, I can't help you. Yeah. I feel like I can't help you.
Now, the thing, like, I'm sure that she described the problem over the phone.
Yeah.
Because he had to drive from San Diego.
Oh, Santiago.
Or to San Diego from wherever the fuck he's from.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't just make that drive for nothing. So he must have come with some interest in the story.
Yeah.
And there's no way, like, I wouldn't get in the car for you if you were like, hey, I want to come over and have a conversation. Just fucking text me. All right?
Send me a FaceTime.
So he sits down for all of 10 minutes to hear her bullshit and then goes, I mean, I got a friend, but otherwise you're fucked.
Yeah, I got a friend. Give him a call. Oh, he's out of the country?
Oh, whoopsie.
I knew that. I still told you to do it. What I really like is before the psychic comes over, Micah's like, yeah, here, I'll just play this when he comes in to make him feel at home. And he puts on like a dollar store Halloween.
Oh, I'm so happy you said that because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
dude.
it's like a Halloween atmosphere CD you get from the dollar store.
Horror movie sounds for trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, it's like, ooh. And like he turns it off before you hear like 40 screams in a row.
40 screams and a snarl.
And I think he also asked the dude for stock tips as well because he's just disrespectful.
Oh, dude, a dick. And this is the thing, right? Like, so they have Katie and Micah have a conversation about how legitimate this is. And she's looking for support. And you believe me, don't you? And he's like, yeah. Pardon me while I undermine all of your efforts to figure out what this is by being a sarcastic dick.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Oh, boy.
Without fail every time. And, like, even the attitude about it. Later on in the movie when she's freaking out about the demons and he's just, like, traipsing around the house, leaving her alone to have a panic attack, and being like, fuck you, ghosts! Like Kenny Hotz.
Oh, yeah, he definitely says something, he, like, antagonizes the demon, and
Holy
she's like, hey,
shit.
come on, don't do that. You're like, yeah, well, hold on a second. You dumb fucking ghosts. All right, now I'm done.
Just short of the Kenny versus Spenny episode where they stay in the haunted house.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ghost fuck you in the haunted toilet.
Oh, yeah, ghosts hate when you do this in their fucking house.
In their shithole mansion.
Yeah.
So that's his attitude whole movie.
Yeah,
Until he gets thrown.
Yeah, well, he fucking dies is what happens.
Yeah, well.
So the psychic is late.
Yeah.
And Micah's gotta be like,
So
well,
funny,
don't you
dude.
fucking, wouldn't you have seen that coming?
Said it right to his face. Can't you foresee traffic? How about, like, I would stand up and leave the house.
Yeah.
If I was a psychic at that point. Hey, man, did you foresee this?
Why?
And then I smack you across the face, and I key your car on my way out.
Why is Micah treating the magician poorly? Why?
At least let him pull the rabbit out of the hat first.
Good Lord. So, he sits down.
I don't know if you know, maybe you didn't, but this movie might have the world record for most crossfades in a 5-minute period.
You know what I really hate is a crossfade.
Every sentence ends in a crossfade into another sentence.
Did you put this into Windows Movie Maker?
Especially while the psychic is there.
Yeah. Like, is time supposed to be passing? Because time doesn't pass a whole lot.
I read on the trivia page.
Oh, there was trivia.
I didn't go through it. I read a bullet point because the actors in this movie apparently were not given a script. They were given a loose outline of what the scene is and essentially improvised.
That makes sense to me.
Sure does. And this movie is what the fuck happens when you do that.
I would say they came almost just short of one of those moments where, like, they just kind of run out of steam and they're like, I don't know. You can always tell when people are like, they go off script and it's just not funny.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of an example of that, and I can't right now.
I understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah,
like an SNL sketch.
Yeah.
That runs too long.
Yes.
You know?
And it's running long because somebody just keeps saying things.
Yeah, and they haven't turned the camera off. Welcome to Crossfade City.
Welcome to Crossfade, and also Ass City.
Ass City?
Well, yeah, there's a fair number of ass shots.
Yeah, there are.
I just wrote Ass City.
Well, here's the thing about Micah, or Mika, or however the fuck you pronounce this foreigner's name.
Jesus.
He's a bit of a horn dog.
Yeah.
He's like, no demon's gonna stop me from getting it in.
We're gonna do it. We're 2 birds, 1 stone this thing. We're gonna Kim K it and also Ghost Adventures it at the same time. Do a little Kim K Ghost Adventure, Zach Baggins, all but still
Kim
fucking.
K and Ray J, I think his name was.
It sure was. It sure was.
It rhymes. That's how you know they're meant to be together.
They are not together.
I know.
Yeah. R.I.P. I don't know.
Not sure anybody's dead. But
That's just my go-to when this is my go-to.
let me tell you something right now. Also, if you're that horned up all the time, and your girlfriend goes, "All right, we fucking tonight," but you got to turn the camera off, I'll chuck that shit out the window. I certainly won't try to sneak a recording in within her fucking eye line while she's in bed, ready to go.
You know what? You know what you should do is just go jerk the fuck off in any of your other bedrooms.
So many bedrooms.
Why do you have
a couple, 2 people in a house in a fucking 4-bed, 5-bath mansion with a pool? You have one friend, one visible friend, the entire movie.
They have the same setup as my grandparents. They have these extra bedrooms because their children used to live there.
Yes.
And it's the same 1,000-year-old bed and like quilt setup. That's it. That's what they've got. It's 2 like old people beds that nobody ever sleeps in.
I think you, in the same way that you can cut a tree in half, count its rings, and find its age, the number of stitches on the handmade quilt in the old bed of your grandparents' place, you could probably date the bed itself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, yeah. The psycho, the psycho. The fucking psychic is like, yeah, demons, peace. Done.
Yeah, call my demonologist friend. I got another appointment.
Yeah.
I can foresee it.
Motherfucker.
I'm about to get a phone call. Dude, psychics can get out of literally any conversation or any get-together ever. You're hanging out like at a party and you're not really like feeling it. Nobody's really paying all that much attention to you. You've been like sitting on the couch. I don't know anybody here. You could just stand up and be like, something bad is about to happen.
I've got a feeling. I've got to go.
I'm going to get an emergency phone call in 10 minutes, which is exactly how long it takes me to get home.
When you're outside and somebody's like talking to you, just like look at your watch. What time is it? And just like look straight up in the sky. Oh shit! And you just walk away. Just run.
You'll probably send that person home as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck! What was he worried about? Lightning?
Fucking death from above.
Yeah.
I'm always on the lookout for death from above.
Yeah. 1979.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm always trying to be where they're not. I'm not going to pay money to fucking watch those two hate each other and still play music because you're going to pay for them. No. No, they hate each other. Why would I go see them play together? Why would I do
Your comeback was so disappointing, it's played on the radio.
Oh! That was deep. That was a fucking gash right there. Demons, they're non-human, just so you know. It seemed like an important thing. I wrote it down.
Sure, I'm not sure what fucking difference it makes.
Well, look,
it's not the spirit of a person. It's just an entity, and its whole job is to make your life miserable. So just any ghost? So just any ghost, then. A ghost.
I'm here to chew bubblegum and guess your dead grandmother's first name. And I'm all out of dead grandmothers. That's basically the vibe the psychic puts off.
Oh my fucking god.
So yeah, here's the number, and then he just fucking fucks right off.
I just want to point out that they get into an argument at this point about how Micah's really taking the reins on this whole ghost investigation, and Katie's like, "Well, it's my fucking ghost, assholes," and then he goes, "Well, you sure didn't tell me about it when I moved in." Now, I want to make it clear for the record that opening a relationship is a discussion between two partners, and Katie has spent the entirety of this one spiritually cheating. You want to bring another guy into the bedroom?
Horns or not.
I wish you would have brought this up before I let you move in.
What is this?
Did you see how nice this house is? And now I got a motherfucker throwing cups around.
I bet you love that demon dick, don't you, bitch?
Also, it's worth pointing out that the night after they bang is when the shit really kicks into high gear. So he's also jealous.
Ooh, yeah.
Rough. Jilted ex-boyfriend, childhood sweetheart. And you just let him in. You just let him into the house. I don't want to live with that either.
That's on you at some point,
so I
Micah.
sort of understand his anger toward the demon, because I was like, you're trying to take my girlfriend literally into the attic. It's an Airbnb up there for demons only. It's pet friendly.
Yeah. It's an orgy for horror.
A boorgy.
This is also where he's like, "Hey, I want to get a Ouija board," and she's like, "Well, what are you, are you fucking dumb? You got a fucking stupid brain, you shithead? No."
Do you have gruel in your head? Because I've made it pretty clear from day one that I'm not stoked about this, and I don't want to do anything to make it worse. And then Micah goes, "Okay, I promise I won't do anything to make it worse."
Yeah.
Turn around for a second.
Don't look at me.
Just close your eyes for a second.
I'm gonna go meet a guy. I think at one point Micah even is like to the demonologist, or to the ghost, the psychic.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna get a Ouija board, and he's like, "Oh no, don't do that."
Mm-hmm.
But like that also,
everybody is advising. Even Katie's friend is like, "Are you dumb as hell?"
Well, when the psychic says it to me, it's like, well, don't do that, because when nothing happens, I can't give your business to the demon guy. when the thing doesn't move, you're gonna know the jig is up.
Please don't expose my grift.
Pretty much. I've actually just been throwing things through your window at night until you call me.
Dude, I just come in and stomp.
Anyway, so yeah, it's a great guy. He does the one thing, literally the one job he didn't have.
The whole time. So the psychic, one of the main points that gets brought up again was, don't do anything to antagonize it, because you're just going to piss it off. Which I think were pretty much his exact words.
I feel like that's just common knowledge from anybody at this point. When you're like, I'm going to get a Ouija board. It's like, no, don't do it.
Same night. Hey, you worthless piece of shit fucking demon. Katie in the background, like, please don't do what you're doing.
Yeah, come on now.
Like, oh, don't worry, Katie, it's fine. Fuck you, demon.
Hey, don't say fuck you to the demon.
Oh, okay, I won't. Hey, demon, fuck you.
Micah, come on now. Don't say piss off and eat shit to the demon.
Oh, man, you sure are making it difficult for me to monopolize this relationship. The guy has a complex about fucking being in charge. Later on, he's like, I'm in control.
Yeah.
Like fucking Optimus Prime.
You should have fucking told me about this ghost before I came into control. Megatron.
There's a combination with Cobra Commander there, just real quick.
It's just every 80s bad guy.
Yeah.
Sam! sound wave. You know.
He's got this EVP shit, and he's just asking it questions.
Right.
And then he throws out a fucking Monty Python reference. Did you catch that?
No.
Riddles 3, dude. What's your quest and what's your favorite color?
Oh,
Holy Grail when they're crossing the bridge.
Yeah, I did not pick that up.
And he doesn't talk about the fucking American or European swallow because that would be too on the nose. But immediately I heard, what is your quest? And I was like, shit, all right. This guy's an asshole. This guy's a fucking dick.
I wonder if they picked it up. Because if it wasn't a script and he just, like, improv...
Yep.
Because, like, I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm not surprised I didn't, but... goddamn.
And it's all good, but I mean, just, proof positive that this guy is not taking it seriously, despite the fact that you just captured footage of a shadow and a door move, and your girlfriend just stands up and stares at you like a murderer in the night.
Yeah, let's review the tapes, maybe.
Look at the tapes every night. I don't know why they chose to have the slate that tells you what night it is, like what number chronologically.
Yeah, and then not bother to go in order, just skip long periods of time.
We do like night 1, night 2, night 15. Sick. What the fuck happened for 2 weeks?
They went on vacation.
Did she have a miscarriage?
Jesus. I wanted to note that when the psychic leaves, I wrote, for someone who sure did nothing, he sure does think everything was going to be okay, and then just leaves. And then
all he did was write some shit down.
Yeah, like,
you'll be fine.
Everything's gonna be okay.
It's all good. You're describing horrors beyond my comprehension.
But everything's gonna be okay. I gotta go.
Don't even worry.
And before she even closes the door, Micah's like, "What a fruitcake!"
It took
what a fruit.
Like 2 inches of open door there, and he's still on the stoop. Because he's not young, so there's no way he's running to his car.
If you look close, you see his head snap. Like, what? What the fuck you say?
That explains why when he comes back, he's so pissed off and leaves immediately.
Yeah. So when we're just fucking pissing off the goddamn ghost.
Yeah. I noticed that, and like, I'm really hoping that they just fuck with the time code at night when Katie's standing, because the alternative is they just made a woman stand in a room for an hour. For a movie.
Much longer than an hour. It was like 2 or 3.
Yeah, and then more than once in this movie.
That's how you get varicose veins.
So really hoping that they just fast forwarded, like... Yeah.
I can't...
That's torture otherwise.
I feel like it would have been a lot more fast forwarded than it was. If it was a full hour, you would have seen like a lot more rocking.
Mm-hmm. Like fucking dude's in bed and he tosses one time.
Yeah.
Maybe like 10, 20 minutes.
I think somewhere in here, between Katie pissing in the toilet, he also suggests to fuck on film again.
Yes.
Yep. So we got that. If you keep a track at home, he suggested again. Yeah.
And like that's what I mean. That's what I was talking about before. Like she's clearly into banging this night, and then she goes, not with the camera on. Green light. So fuck it. I'll stomp on the camera.
Oh yeah.
That camera's getting hit with a hammer, and we're going to bed.
Oh yeah. Chuck it in the corner. Let's go. They make a deal that they're like, oh, don't call the demonologist. Let me take care of this. And she's like, well, if it gets worse, I'm calling the demonologist. And then we just don't. And it continues to get worse.
It sure does, dude.
And we are convinced.
Multiple nights of it getting worse.
And it's like, it's getting worse. I'm going to call. Don't do it. Oh, he's out of the country.
Let me read one more book.
Yeah, fuck you, demons.
I'll take care of it. Yeah. You want
How?
You want the fucking orderly putting the IV into your arm?
No, because, I'll take care of it.
I've seen enough movies of it done. I could probably do it myself.
Here, bite this.
Instead of the professional, I'll just use my boyfriend's theories.
Yeah,
he's reading a book about demons for the first time and parroting it back like he's known for years.
He's certainly not a goddamn Ghostbuster.
Holy fuck.
With a fucking proton pack.
Also, at some point, you gotta just be like, all right, fuck you, man. I'm calling the demonologist. Like, you have hands that can access a phone.
Look, I'm...
Is he keeping you in a cage at night?
Yeah. Obviously, something's happening. There's some threats not being filmed.
I'll tell you what is being filmed, though, is the fact that despite everything that's happening, we're still going to go to bed in the same goddamn bedroom where all of the things happen.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a good night's sleep for about 2/3 of this movie.
We're gonna go to the same bedroom, same bed, but, Katie, you better sleep closest to the door. Not me. I'm safe. It's exactly what happens.
Think about that.
And progressively, they move further and further away from the bed, but she is still forced to sleep closest to the door.
Go ahead and sleep closest to the danger area.
They're going to get you.
Oh my
I'll get out of here.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
Yeah, let's sleep with the door wide the fuck open, huh?
Sleep with the door wide open. No lights on in the whole house. No pets. If you have a house this big, it's almost mandatory that you get a dog because people could just be in it.
Yeah.
You're in one room, the both of you. The rest of the house, empty unless otherwise.
You know, having a lot of windows seems good at the time when you're a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
It's so bad in practice when people can just come in them and
takes
be
like
in your
10
house.
nights for Mika to make sure that all the windows are locked before they go to bed.
Yeah.
As if that wasn't common practice before.
Was there a security system always, or did they have that installed? Because I feel like halfway through the movie, it's like, all right, let's start using the security system.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll turn it on.
Yeah, you know how the ghost, and like, all the good it does,
Oh
it doesn't go off once.
Oh my god.
But it doesn't in future movies, I'm just throwing that out there. It does in the second movie when everything opens up at once and every alarm goes off.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's the most visible thing in the whole shot is a little SpongeBob toy. It flies out of the bottom cupboard.
Love it.
So first thing, I saw the movie in theaters and I was like, SpongeBob. It's supposed to be like a fucking super tense moment.
Oh, good.
Listen, don't have SpongeBob in your fucking movie if you don't want me to giggle.
Man, they're shoehorning Nickelodeon in there whenever they can.
Bad night. Thumps downstairs. Like the problem is you found yourself a demon that's upset with the feng shui of your living room. Because every night it just sounds like he's picking up furniture and dropping it again. Pissed.
Oh my god. He's your upstairs neighbor.
Yeah. I'm in Paranormal Activity every goddamn day at 5. Every day at 5 and 5.
What's this couch not 5 feet in the air and then on the floor again? Fix that shit real quick.
And then I'll yell in the bathroom.
Oh man, this table's not on its side halfway across the room. Well, let me take care of that shit too.
Yeah, great. What is this? The world's heaviest chair made by an ironsmith? I want that 10 feet across.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just lift all these weights at the same time and set them down gently. Get fucked. I'm gonna drop them. Knee height, bitch.
I do this at home because I got kicked out of the gym for doing it.
For sure. At Planet Fitness, they have an alarm for that shit.
Yeah, they sure do. There's a bunch of gyms that have that. They also have guys that'll hit you in the face for doing it if there's no alarm.
Oh, yeah, good.
Testosterone, man. Steroids are a motherfucker.
So they fuck.
Yeah.
They fuck.
I mean, yeah, that does happen.
They fuck.
I'm at the part, you can tell how little I wrote. I'm at the part in my notes where Katie is beginning to become upset about the events that are happening in the house.
Hopefully not the fucking.
And we have a conversation wherein she says, I don't want it to get worse. And then she cries. And then Mika says, me neither. Kisses her on the forehead. And then we fade out directly into the Ouija board he just got.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, that sentimental moment between us? Pardon me while I make you look at my asshole.
Yeah. Oh boy. I didn't buy it. I didn't do shit.
Oh. How fucking juvenile is that?
Right? I told you not to go get one. You told me not to buy one.
I promised you I wouldn't buy it. However, my friends kind of hate you too.
I discussed this with my lawyer, and he said, loophole. It's what she says is like, I told you not to get one, and then you went out and got the nicest looking one.
The nicest fucking one. So they go pretty far to not swear for like the first half of this movie. To the point where, while Katie's talking to the psychic, she says, oh my god, but she stops halfway through the word god and changes it to goodness. And they just leave that in the movie. Also, a lot of frickings. And then the second the Ouija board shows up, Katie turns into a trucker. I told you not to get a Ouija board. You got the nicest fucking Ouija board in the fucking planet.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck, Mika.
Mika,
get the fuck out of the bathroom.
Fucking shit, piss ass, cunt, shit, ass,
dude.
Fucking bitch, you bastard, you fucking Ouija board having motherfucker.
They had to cut around her beginning to say racist things, I bet. I knew I should never have married an immigrant. Just going off.
Poor Micah. He's just you know nothing of him other than he's a complete piece of shit.
Dude.
Oh God, yeah.
So yeah, and this is what borderline personality disorder looks like. Over and over in this movie, Micah is the one doing the wrong things, and then Katie ends up crying and apologizing. This is a dangerously codependent relationship that we're witnessing.
Yeah.
And there's a demon.
Fuck. Well, what night are we? I think we're on we're literally on night 15.
Yeah.
Were you wondering what happened? Thumps.
Thumps.
Thumps and a chandelier swinging.
That's right.
That's the film.
That's right. And a shadow on the door.
Yeah. The one shadow on the door, even though that's like a major thing that she saw as a child. It only shows up once in this film.
It shows up.
It was a nightly occurrence for her as a child, one time in the film.
You think you'd be fucking used to it. This is me giving the movie way too much credit. The first night that she just stands and stares at him while he's sleeping.
That's this one, night 15.
The shadow on the door looks like it moves before she does.
I didn't see a shadow on the door.
There was. I'm pretty sure it was just hers though.
Okay.
Because the light's coming from the other side of the room.
I'm pretty sure at one point there is one that kind of goes by the door.
And they film it. Let me tell you, the night of the shadow door is the same night that the blanket gets moved and Katie's foot gets exposed. Are you noticing a Quentin Tarantino-esque theme to the film?
I sure did. It's almost like you wrote that into the film and then gave yourself that part so you can suck the juice off the toe or whatever.
Well, beer. But
in
Salma
Dusk.
Hayek's poor foot gets violated by a man with glasses.
In Dusk Till Dawn, right? That's
From
what
Dusk Till Dawn.
Is
yes.
it? All right, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean...
Fantastic movie. That's a creepy part.
Now, I know what this vampire bar movie needs, and now...
It's me sucking at least 2 toes, but more if I could fit them in.
Yeah, how am I gonna get... Now, Quentin Tarantino is I. That is me. I am Quentin Tarantino. And now I have a secret thing that I like and nobody knows about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anybody to know about this. So we're gonna keep it on the down low. Now,
By putting it in every one of my movies.
I gotta fill... I don't know, 5 minutes here in this vampire bar movie.
Mm-hmm. We need a good segue from one scene to another.
Whose foot do I gotta suck to get a good segue?
Wait a second.
No, I'm thirsty. What if my character's thirsty and is sucking a foot? Quentin.
Listen, Salma, this is what you gotta do to get into show business.
I wish that this happened in every movie. Like, just the movies that he's in, that's, he's written all these movies, he's put himself in the movie.
Right.
I wish every time he sucked a foot, because that would be hilarious.
You see his face and you immediately go, oh, there's foot sucking coming, isn't there?
That's the Tarantino universe. You got that pack of cigarettes and also a guy who sucks a foot. He gets around, he's everywhere Quentin Tarantino's movies are.
Man. It would have been disrespectful for there to be foot sucking in Django. Probably. Yeah, probably is the answer.
The Hateful Eight probably would have been pretty... a lot of dead bodies in that one.
Woo!
But Pulp Fiction, he could have just been in the background of the diners.
Yeah,
I assume that's the sound he makes.
Uma Thurman dances barefoot in that movie.
Right
I'm
in his
surprised
mouth.
he didn't do that fucking Tom Cruise slide onto the dance floor with his mouth wide open and just...
I'm surprised he didn't grape
like a
lady
shark.
Yeah. Open mouth and she just steps in and falls off.
She's winded and he's like, I'm good. I'm actually great.
You're winded? Well, I got mine. Anyway. So night 15, yeah, she gets up and she looks at him for a couple hours. And then she goes outside and is just a weirdo.
Yeah. Pissed. Just catatonically impatient outside. I don't know why the fuck you're so offended by just a chick wanting to swing at 2 a.m.
She can't sleep. Let the lady swing.
It would be different if she was drowning in the pool, which I'm sure when he saw that open door, he was like, oh, she's dead in the pool. This is fucking... What's the name of that movie? I'm never going to remember it.
I mean, it's a thing that's happened. You watch enough Forensic Files, people die in pools. There's one where a dude was like, yeah, I was sleepwalking when I drowned my wife. Yeah, I did that, but I was sleepwalking. I don't remember. She's dead in the pool. Yeah, you saw me do it. I wasn't awake.
Who are you fooling?
I mean, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he got away with that shit.
All right.
I think there was in Toronto, a dude walked out of a building sleepwalking, and he fell to his death. And
I
they're like,
believe that one. That one's believable.
Well, yeah,
the
they're-
whole "I murdered somebody" angle, though, that's a different.
well, that's what they did. They're like, well, he died. He fell to his death.
You know, in your dreams, anything's possible.
When you die in your sleep, you die for real. And when you drowned your wife in your sleep, you get your hands wet in a dead wife. For real.
You get your hands wet in a dead wife. Oh shit.
So I wrote. So yeah, I said, well, Micah wakes up. Katie's gone. I wrote, Micah wakes up and goes downstairs in a way that makes you expect a jump scare.
Yeah.
No jump scare.
No. There are 2 effective jump scares in this movie, and they're both at the end.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's good they saved the best for last, though. Would I hate to have any of the good stuff in like the middle of the movie to keep my attention, but it's cool.
You're right.
So he goes for a blanket, and there's a big crash. We don't. It must have been the bed getting lifted up and dropped, and the TV's on in the bedroom.
Yeah,
because he runs
the
up
fucking
there.
1968. Now it's 2007, and you still have a television that if you dropped it on somebody's head, they would have no head left.
Well, yeah, you have a
nice new house,
bulbs, solid glass, thick ass on that fucking TV.
The kind of TV that takes 2 swings from a golf club to break.
It's the Kim Kardashian of television with that ass.
Imagine watching that fucking sex tape on that TV.
That's the way the sex tapes were meant to be
Hang
viewed.
on, let me adjust the tint.
Sex tapes, they were meant to be viewed with the ability to swip up to channel 4 so that nobody sees what you're watching.
Yeah, immediately right to static when mom walks in.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why it's like this,
cool,
Mom.
I just like the white noise, I'm talking to ghosts.
Oh, thank God I've got this fucking channel back button. Oops. Oopsie. I wasn't watching Showcase. It's Comedy Network. Get out of here, Dad.
Don't look at the pay-per-view-ville this month.
Yeah, I had something and I lost it. So yeah, that's that. He does a 180 and Katie's behind him. And then she goes to bed.
Yeah. Just come to bed. I'm cold. Well, you're fucking outside in your underwear, bitch. Of course you are. How about put more than a sheet on you? She's complaining about being cold. It's the fucking top sheet, and that's all that she's under.
And for a very short period of time before her sweet feet are revealed.
Also, let's fucking talk about Micah's response to Katie's sleepwalking and clearly not being present in her mind, but still speaking and being very out of character, is to get mad about being told to go away. Not, I want to help. Nah, alright, well, if you're gonna be a fucking cunt, I guess I'll just get blankets for you.
Yeah!
Even the nice gesture is like steeped in, why are you being such a bitch?
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you tell me to go away while you're having your moment,
Clearly,
you bitch?
First of all, and then also, like, I would have guessed in 5 seconds that she was not awake. Oh, you must be sleepwalking.
Oh, you must be possessed by the demon.
Or that. Or even that.
Because, like, yeah, why else?
Keep in mind, this motherfucker does not believe in this shit. He could say all day that he does, but at no point, the only time that he goes, oh, okay, like, I believe in these demons, is when he gets thrown across a room by one. Like, before that, it's so obvious, just by his attitude, that he doesn't give a shit about this.
Yep.
He's just being a dick.
That's his job the whole movie. Anytime Katie gets, like, girl time, he's like, hey, you want to hear my plan? What are you talking about? What is this, a fucking harem? You
3
witches?
fucking times in this movie, he shows up with the camera indoors with the lights on and the camera light on. And then he has a hard time understanding why that's abrasive.
And, like, let them have, like, you're
5 seconds to themselves.
You're interjecting.
I can't even put some fucking beads together at a table at noon without you coming in and just insisting on being here.
Yeah, you could talk any other time.
We live together.
Oh my God. Just fuck off.
Holy shit.
And like then he gets mad when she's like, please leave me. No, look what you do all the goddamn time. No wonder she's upset with you. Get the fuck out of here.
I have spent 2.5 weeks with a camera in my face.
I just want to put some beads on a string, you
Holy
fuck.
Shit. I want to talk about what I'm going to get you for your birthday because I'm a battered wife.
So this is where the Ouija board is, and yep. So and then they
remember all that trust and safety that we had in this relationship, and the promise that I made.
Out the goddamn
here's the Ouija
window.
board. Yeah.
And so they both leave because Katie's like, "We're leaving."
Yeah.
And he just leaves the Ouija board raw dog on the table.
Yeah. And 5 seconds later, the demon's like, "What is this? Fun for me?"
And you hear thuds that sound like they're staying in one place across the room and never getting any closer.
It's like a child being pissed they can't have candy at 8 a.m.
All of a sudden, the thing starts moving, and the plants are moving around because somebody turned a fan on. But that's a demon.
They left the window open.
Demon's very windy. It's a very windy demon.
I guess.
And I don't know. They spells out something we don't get to know what. Even
later,
this guy doesn't even fucking know what he's spelling out.
And then he sets it on fire because it didn't do what he wanted it to do. I guess. The demon.
The demon. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, of course. Yeah, I wrote right here. Of course, the Ouija board moves around.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
No, it does.
Yep. And so yeah, they get home and they're like, "Well, what did you do?"
Here's the other fucking thing. The second that she sees that Ouija board, she's like, "Throw that out." That thing sticks around for like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's just around. No, I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay in the same house where one of those boards are.
Oh, cool.
One of those?
Ugh, it's dark brown.
It's got skulls airbrushed on it. Get out of here. You're just asking for demons with those airbrushed skulls.
Absolutely pissed off. Katie is absolutely pissed off. And that still isn't enough for him to be like, well, I should probably put this in the garbage.
Yeah,
let's probe further into it.
He's like, I want to know what it says because it's like all burnt, so he thinks that there's some sort of message in the burnt. And she says, I don't give a fuck what it says 100 times.
Oh, yeah. You think that the message would be clear.
So here we are. It's 1:25. We can probably pretty much guess that this is after a huge argument.
Yeah.
That they turned the camera off for. Thank you. I mean, the one part I wanted to goddamn see.
Yeah, the actual conflict.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Instead of just a poor girl yelling at a brick wall for an hour and a half.
Yeah, so we cut to Micah coming in. He's like, well, here's the rules, guys. I promise to abide by Katie's, but he's also a shithead while he's saying it.
Oh, yeah, no, he's totally being disrespectful, even in his apology.
And
then, can I get a kiss still? No! Matter of fact, don't sleep in this bed.
Yeah.
You get the couch for the rest of the... Why the fuck have... The people in this movie act as if the only place that it's possible to sleep is in that bed. You have another bed, at least one, and a very comfortable sectional. But if we're not in this bed, we're not fucking sleeping. All movie.
Yeah. I mean, at one point...
The only other place that she sleeps is, like, in the door frame to the kitchen.
Yeah, she sits on the couch all night, doesn't get a wink.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah, it would be. It would be with that soft, nice couch in the dark, yeah. And you know what? Hey, let's go downstairs where the demon is.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, but that's cool. We have the door open anyway. The demon is welcome to come and go as he pleases, but he better not. Like, it's like a cat, right? You leave the door open, the cat's gonna come in.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with the cat, though, is that if you shut it, it's just going to yell outside.
Yeah, well, so is the demon.
Yeah. So leave it open.
Well, no! Because then you know at least you know where the demon is.
Oh, because it's yelling. Oh, I know where the demon is because I can hear it screaming to be let in.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. All right. No, it makes sense.
But no, just like a fucking cat. They let this demon go all over the place.
Annoying, because, like, if you had switched up... All the work, it took fucking almost 2 weeks for him to figure out where the door was. So if you switched rooms and just slept in a different room, you got another 2 weeks to chill. Before he changes up his interdimensional path. He's got a lot of wind to work with. Apparently in the demon dimension, it's monsoon season all the time.
Yeah. It's that interdimensional farts. Like you get real gassy when you go from hell to normal dimension. The hell dimension. There's a hell dimension.
So let's do a powder experiment.
Yeah, let's just fucking throw powder on the floor.
Here's the thing, right? Katie's like, okay, the compromise, which is the word that she uses, and it's not one, is you can do your powder experiment, and then if it doesn't help, I'm going to call the demonologist tomorrow. Number one, define help. What exactly are you expecting to accomplish with baby powder on the floor except to prove the existence of the thing you already know exists?
I was also wondering that, but I didn't want to say anything.
There's really no reason to even do that. Secondly, it seems as though, regardless, you're going to call the demonologist.
You really should have called him right away.
You should have called him the second day. If there's footsteps in the baby powder, you're calling the demonologist because there's a demon. If there's no footsteps, the powder experiment didn't do anything, and you're calling the demonologist because you said you would. How about just call the fucking guy? Just call that asshole before he gets on his flight. Holy shit.
For real. Honestly, yeah, like, what are you gonna do? Throw powder on the floor to see that the demon comes right up to your bed?
And just stays there. Also, you can do both.
You can.
Hey, I'll put the baby powder on the floor. You call the fucking demonologist.
I like that they're like, yeah, so there's footsteps coming in, but there ain't footsteps coming out. Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
The demon's in the house.
Yeah. That's all the information you need.
Yeah, who cares where it is?
Yeah.
It's in the house, and so are you.
Hey, I go up into the attic, and there's a picture of you as a child in your burnt down house right above our bedroom, inexplicably, because apparently that's how attics work.
That's how demons work. They're attached to burnt pictures.
I was trying to map out the attic in my head, and I couldn't come to a configuration where that picture was above the bedroom, across the fucking house from the attic hatch.
Yeah.
Because it's about 10 feet away from the hatch.
I really want there to be like a lot of wild cuts that we didn't catch, because I'm pretty sure he looks in the other direction too, over the other bedroom.
They're nowhere near the bedroom. They just throw that out. Yeah, no, I found the picture right above our bed.
You could have just said, I found the picture. That's
you didn't need to say anything. You just hand it to her.
That's spooky too.
Yeah. Because why is it there?
Yeah,
she freaks out about that, but it ends up essentially inconsequential. Two things. Every time that Katie talks about her childhood or her past, it makes no difference to the present. Hey, there's still a demon in the house, and it's still opening and closing doors when you're asleep.
It's fucking...
I don't need to know about how your fucking house burned down when you were 8 unless you're setting up for a sequel. Whoops.
No, and you wouldn't make a prequel. That would be just bad.
Yeah,
and then a sequel to the sequel.
Yeah, poor form.
And then one that's called fucking Next of Kin.
And then one, completely unrelated to the rest of the story with a totally different family and just a child.
Love it. I haven't seen it. I'm glad you know the synopsis.
Yep.
Yeah, I wrote down here, Katie has a real baby powder on the floor attitude about this. The whole time she's like, well, you're going to have to clean up this shit.
Yeah.
You're making a mess. You're going to have to fucking clean it up. Thanks, Katie. I will clean it up.
The only way that he listens is if he's treated like a toddler.
You're not wrong. So 3 a.m. rolls around, Jay.
Yeah, it does.
Just like every other night.
Mm-hmm.
What do we get?
Well, demon footage.
I guess. You get something.
There's some demon footage.
You get demon feet.
Yeah.
Which, again...
And they're awake and they see those footprints get created. And they don't really appropriately freak out.
No, they sleep. They sleep and they wake up and they go, oh, there's footprints.
So, and I could swear to you that it's noises that wake them up. And then the footprints show up while they're awake and looking at the doorway.
That could be.
I could swear it.
I'm not going to lie. It was a very dark copy of this film.
It certainly was. And the guy was even like, yeah, I lightened up the footage so you can see the footprints. Yeah, did you though?
Whoops.
Also, it does look like Windows Movie Maker, to be honest.
Just a wee bit. And yeah, that's that. I drew a picture of the demon feet because it looks like dinosaur footsteps.
Yeah, it's fucking Littlefoot.
It is. I don't remember any of the other dinosaurs, so. Like, I didn't like those movies, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean...
Look, if you're looking for a dinosaur movie, you're either watching We're Back or you're getting fucked.
Thank you.
If you're not watching We're Back, go fuck yourself.
Nobody knows what We're Back is.
How? There's a man with a screw for an eyeball.
His last name is literally Screw Eye, and he turns into ravens.
Does he? I thought at the end ravens ripped him apart.
Oh, yeah, or that. I don't really remember. All I know is that he's there, and then there's some birds, and he's no longer there. So it could be either. Fuck you for being the only person Who knows what that movie is aside from me?
I mean,
Holy shit.
It's Thanksgiving. Look at these inflatable dinosaurs. All the real dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs in New York City or whatever the fucking secondary title was.
Yeah. Oh,
God. Man, that movie was good.
What's the other ones? Land Before Time?
Yeah.
Trash.
Really good if you want to get your heartstrings pulled by things that never actually happened.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm still watching. I mean, for that, we're back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
we're back.
I think bad stuff happens.
Yeah, fucking, they get captured.
By Screw Eye.
Yeah. It's animal cruelty.
I mean, does it really count? They're extinct.
Because of guys like that.
Dinosaurs aren't real animals.
Well, technically reptiles.
You're goddamn right. Motherfucking. I don't know where we are. Do you want to talk about We're Back? You just want to go, let's watch We're Back.
Fucking, that movie's good. That movie is on lists of like traumatic childhood movies. It's that and fucking Watership Down.
Yep.
And I don't remember the name of the movie, but it's about fucking animal testing with dogs. And fucking
that sounds like Beethoven to me.
It's
sounds like fucking Beethoven.
Well, it's not Beethoven. It's a cartoon movie. It pretty much starts with a dog escaping from an animal testing facility. The first human that he sees is a hunter, and he gets so excited that he shoots the hunter in the face with his own gun.
Wait, the dog has a gun?
So he puts the fucking gun on the ground, and the dog's trying to jump up, and he puts his paw on the fucking trigger and blows a man's head off.
Why do I remember this?
Because it's fucking horrifying when you're 8.
I was too busy watching Fern Gully.
Fern Gully, also great.
Equally
also
as traumatizing.
And, yeah,
a big fucking muck monster. He's gonna get you.
That messy skeleton.
Yeah, he just kept getting bigger. Hey, pollution's real.
Childhood cartoon movies, guys. That's a great way to reduce carbon emissions, dude.
Yep.
You have that in the back of your head.
Scared the shit out of me.
I'll drive a Tesla for that shit.
Yep. Here we are in the movie.
I wrote Demons Fed Up with Playing Cat and Mouse by 18 Days. I believe that is when she... It's not when she gets dragged, but it's damn close.
Yeah, this is where just like some lights go on.
Yeah.
And I think this is where the foot gets exposed.
Yeah, foot. We review that footage and we continue to go to bed in the same bed for multiple nights, despite the fact that every time we do that, something bad happens and it gets progressively worse. Hey, that's how you know how people get Stockholm Syndrome? Like, you get to a point where eventually, and these aren't gradual changes, these are very glaring changes in your safety, but she must have some kind of fucking mental deficiency where this is just fine. She's that dog sitting in the room that's on fire.
Yeah.
But it's all good, though. I'm sleepy.
It's real sleepy. Not gonna sleep, though.
How about this? If you're that tired all the time, stop going to bed at 1 a.m.
You raised some good points, Jay.
It's at least 12:30 every time they go to bed.
Yeah. Like,
what are you guys doing?
There's nothing wrong with a 9 p.m. bedtime.
I'll
be the first one to say it.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh.
Get some fucking shut-eye. Maybe you'll make more logical decisions like leaving the house. Now, here's the thing, right? I understand that the demon, and this is a point that they bring up in order to make it redundant that they're still living there. I understand that the demon is haunting her and is going to follow her because it has been since she was 8. However, leave the house. Go on a road trip.
Yeah.
Sleep in a place where there's people all the time. A hotel? Great. That's probably great. Sleep in one of those fucking off-the-highway carpool parks.
Hey, sleep in a hostel.
Scare
the shit out of some German tourists.
You're in medical school. Go to the dorm.
No,
we're going to stay in the house where I'm definitely going to die from demoning.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get right demoned. Right all up in this shit.
Just because you're being haunted doesn't mean you can't move.
So here we are, night 18, 3:53.
Yeah.
The lights flick on downstairs, and Micah's like, what the fuck is up with this?
Yeah.
I think he goes to investigate, and then we hear thud, 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 and a door slams in front of him.
Yep.
Spooky.
A lot of doors shutting quickly at this night.
Yep. And then I think the Damon like does a Kyle and punches the door from the other side.
Yeah. No, he's pissed because he closed it, but he wants back in, but he's just, I mean, he's got a hard time with handles.
It's claws. He's got claw hands.
Yeah.
3 fingers. We all know it.
That's rough.
So yeah, and I don't know. Yep. And then they go. They literally go back to bed.
Yeah.
Micah doesn't let Katie go downstairs.
This is the night where all that shit is happening in the room. So they leave the room, and then the demon goes back into the room and shuts the door and turns the light on. Now, Katie has zero interest, less than zero interest in going back into that bedroom to sleep. Micah's way of solving that problem is to basically drag her back into the room to sleep. Does a horrible job of mitigating a panic attack, and treats it like, I think if Katie got raped, his solution to her PTSD about it would be to sit them down for coffee. I know you're afraid of this horrible demon that's been following you your entire life. Let's go to sleep beside it.
Yeah.
We really should be going to sleep beside it. 3 other beds in the fucking house and a couch.
Well, I mean, in their defense, like, that bed is the furthest away, I think, from the closet that this demon lives in.
Oh, that dumb attic hatch?
Yeah. But,
you know what's even further away? Another house.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost as if he's he's waiting for her to make a request so that he can just shit in her face. Everything that she specifically asks for, he's like, okay, I won't do that. 5 seconds later, I'm gonna do that, though.
So it's like, oh, you want Pepsi? Is Coke okay?
And then, no, I would prefer Pepsi. And then you get Coke.
And you get Coke blown in your face, like the cocaine powder. I said this is all we have.
Exactly. So great. Like, he's trying to, like, square up with the demon like it's fucking high school. Just show yourself!
Mm-hmm. So, they, Micah wakes up. Fucking, of course, Katie's on the couch.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to her.
How's it going?
Let's go do a weird thing where the camera changes position for no reason mid-sentence.
Great. Love that.
Yeah, we'll put one camera here, one camera across the room.
You know how found footage movies are supposed to be, like, very candid and organic?
Yeah,
and that's sort of the reason why people consider them boring, because they don't filter conversation for punchy dialogue.
Yeah, no, let's have a long shot, then move the camera for no reason.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so this is where there's like a thud, and then, you know...
I love how this movie can be described by as a series of thuds.
Yeah,
for 90% of it.
This is the part where they're startled by a thud.
Yeah.
This particular thud is, they go upstairs, and the picture that they have in the hallway has been punched and scratched.
If you thought I was kidding when I said that this demon is a jilted ex-boyfriend...
Oh, boy.
Comes into the house, smashes the boyfriend's side of the picture.
And well, it certainly doesn't help that the whole movie he's just been like, well, this fucking dumbass piece of shit demon.
Don't disrespect me in front of my ex like that. Leaving photographs from when they were together just around. Dude, this demon is a stalker boyfriend, bro.
Yep.
This demon's gonna get posted on Reddit tomorrow.
You fucking remember this? Remember the good times where you were a child in the driveway? Well, I'm a demon. So just Dr. Nonsense is back.
Yeah. Well, the demonologist isn't available, so I'm just going to call back the psychic that couldn't help us in the first place, while the thing that he couldn't help us with is happening even worse than when he said he couldn't help us with it.
Yeah, does he even poke his fucking head in the door?
He comes right in and he goes, oh, fuck this. World record nope. This is the world's fastest nope out of a house because of a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in and he goes, look. See ya.
Woo!
Oh, jeez. I'm just making it worse by, like, he walked into a baby shower he wasn't invited to.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just making it awkward for you guys by being here. I better peace.
Oh boy, yeah, it's like stepping into an orgy when you're expecting a wedding. You're like, oh, I think I'm overdressed here. Goodbye.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
So after a night of Katie crying in her goddamn sleep and Micah filming it.
Yeah. The psychic leaves, and then she has a breakdown. He leaves her alone for 3 seconds for this breakdown, and then finds her sobbing in the bed. So I'm going to put the camera on the same nightstand that I used to try and convince her to bang on camera.
Who am I,
and
Onision?
I'm not going to turn it off. Did you say, what am I, a VCR?
No, I said, who am I, Onision?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Never forget.
This guy's basically Onision.
Pretty much.
Holy shit. That's perfect.
If
Shout out to Onision, you manipulative piece of shit.
If
You're basically the boyfriend in Paranormal Activity, aren't you?
If Shiloh had a demon, this would be.
Well, she had a couple.
Yeah.
They're up top though.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so this is where we get to see those sweet feet.
Oh, those sweet feet.
The demon exposes those feet just like that. Little foot exposure. Blow the sheet off the feet, so you can suck and see how sweet. Demon stuff.
A little midnight treat.
Oh God, just demon things.
While beating fucking meat.
Oh, it just keeps going.
No, it does. I got bars. Also, let's talk about this for a second. Is there one demonologist in the entire country?
There must be. There must be one for every tri-state area at least.
There's gotta be more than one of them. So, the ones out of the city? Check Craigslist back page. I'm sure you'll find one guy dressed like Van Helsing that could do something or other.
Honestly, if you're a demonologist and you are not dressing like Van Helsing, get out of my house.
Yeah, you missed the boat. If you show up and I don't see a very big hat and a series of crucifixes that are blades instead, I don't trust you.
Yeah, you better have a long coat and a crossbow.
Yeah.
That's all I ask is just play the part.
And 5 o'clock shadow somehow constantly. That's another thing.
Fucking so good. We should have watched that instead. So Micah finds a website about some lady had all the same stuff happen to her, and because he's just as good as any fucking demonologist can
he must be, yeah.
He puts 2 and 2 together and gets a bologna sandwich.
Oh, well,
a
stale bologna sandwich.
This lady's name is kind of like what the demon was spelling out on the board, I think, and look at all this.
Let's be clear for a second. When he's trying to figure out, it looks like somebody trying to figure out the fucking Zodiac killer's codes on the paper while he's trying to surmise what the Ouija board spelled out because it wasn't front facing. And he came up with several names, one of which is Diane, and then probably just Googled Diane Demon. And then found somebody's fucking GeoCities with footage of the fucking whatever the chick's name was that was the inspiration for Emily Rose, because that's totally where they got that from.
DianeDemon.tripod.net. I love
Wix.com/Diane Demon. Look at this. You can tell it's professional by the fact that the background's black and the text is red.
Wow-wee. And I just love that animated gif of the skeleton.
Yeah. Isn't that...
Professional touch.
And look, if you go down here, there's links to strippers.
Diane Demon's getting a little side hustle.
Oh, yeah.
On her
she
demon
swings
website.
that neck at 360 degrees like the chick for The Exorcist.
Well, here we are, 3:04 a.m.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock. There's a light in the hallway. And Demon's breathing on Kate. That's what we get.
We go into the hallway, and this is kind of fucked. Like, this was cool. There are a couple cool things in the movie. And when Katie is talking about, I can feel the demon breathing, and then her hair gets blown.
I do like that.
And they didn't call attention to it in the movie, really. No. Which, that's how to do that.
That is.
Right?
Let the
viewer see the thing, you know?
I really enjoyed that. So, it's night 20, 4:31. Oh, wait, or did we skip over a bunch? It's hard to tell. I don't know. I don't know. Micah's being a dick to Katie. I wrote that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's every night.
Everyone's mad. I wrote that.
Every fucking night, yeah.
Katie is crying. Micah continues to film. Night 20.
Yeah. Big fight. This is a really good example of a time where Micah clearly fucked up and pissed her off, and then she ends up sobbing on the floor, apologizing to him for being justifiably angry. Fucking.
This is the dark shadow, in the doorway.
Yeah,
and then she gets her foot touched.
Yeah,
or more than touched. Ooh. She gets her foot yanked clean.
Yeah. That also during that, I felt him breathing. So now we're just assuming the demon's gender, which is all good.
Yeah, you're about to have a fucking lawsuit.
Like 5 days ago, we figured out that it wasn't a ghost, but now it's a demon, so it must be a guy because all men are scum.
Yeah, I hear foot stepping on the floor, and also sounds like a dick hitting a thigh. Sounds like a really angry dick just hitting a thigh with every step. So I'm putting two and two together here.
There's a mushroom-shaped bruise on my back.
Getting solid 8 inches here.
Oh my god.
So yeah, she's yanked out of the bed and like pulled down the hallway and screaming, and
Yeah.
Micah like gets up eventually.
Yeah. He at no point, like every time that there's a loud fucking noise inside this man's house, he really takes his sweet time getting out of bed to investigate it.
Yeah.
There's like one part where he hops over the fucking the footboard, but even that, it's like he's doing the Michael Scott parkour thing. Like he's barely trying. There's no urgency in his behavior whatsoever.
He might as well shout parkour as he's doing it.
Yeah, he might as well.
Yeah, he jumps out and he gets her, and boy, oh boy, does he bring her right back to where she was.
Yeah, man.
Let's not even close the door.
The place where she's not even interested in being at all for nights and nights.
And you know exactly where the demon can get her. Put her right there. Right where the demon just got her. Put her right back there. And then look at the bite on her back.
Yeah, look right at that. At this point, Micah sort of realizes that it's serious business because thanks for joining us now, and decides that I'm not gonna fuck with this thing anymore because I don't want to take the chance after the fucking Diane website thing.
Mm-hmm.
However, bit of a problem with the dialogue versus outcome in this movie in that Katie made a point very early on in the movie that the camera and the filming made things worse. But we can't just stop using it because then the movie would just end.
Yeah.
So we're sort of stuck in a situation where in order for there to be a movie, we have to make things worse.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks. I didn't put that together, but
Oops.
Here we the fuck are, huh?
Oopsie.
At some point, I believe even the ghost guy's like, hey, this thing is feeding off of negative energy.
Yeah, so make sure to not have any horrible arguments in the house.
Let's not put off as much as we can, and you better not call me a fruit when I leave. Because that right there is negative energy.
That's very negative.
You're not going to listen to me and be a sarcastic dick? Well, I'm sorry.
For example, if you are antagonizing your girlfriend constantly, that might make the demon a little upset because he's very protective of his ex.
If you're antagonizing the demon, you might just be pissing off a demon.
Oh my god.
That's what that sounded like to me.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
So, they plan to go somewhere, and he packs the car up, and she's like, nah, I don't want to
I changed my mind. Here's the thing. Pick her the fuck up and put her in the car. Pick her whole ass up and fireman carry her down the stairs into the car. Because there's no reason to have been in the house even this long.
No.
And finally she's like, let's get the fuck out of here. And then she's possessed and sleepy. Also, good job as a boyfriend never noticing when your girlfriend is acting out of character.
Yeah.
I could tell when my girlfriend is constipated. She would never have to tell me, hey, you're walking funny. I know why. That's all it takes.
Haven't heard a flush in a while. You okay in there?
Let alone when you do a complete and utter 180 and continue to put yourself in danger for How about the bite mark on your back? Would you like to get away from that, please?
How about the fact that she's gripping a crucifix so hard her hand is bleeding?
Yeah, that's also great.
And then and Micah's like, oh, we're going to take care of this right now. What does he do? Puts the crucifix in the goddamn fire. Do you not understand crucifixes?
Because he also burned the picture at the same time, which probably just pissed the demon off because that's his memorabilia.
The crucifix was like the one thing they had that might help.
Also, yeah, that. Why do you think she was gripping it that hard?
Yeah,
that's probably the only. Like, also, babe, when did you turn into a narcoleptic?
Yeah. What is this? Some Christ bullshit? You know how I feel about that, babe.
What are you, Catholic now?
Babe.
Gay.
Yeah, so he's had it with this shit. He fucking throws the thing in there, and so apparently there's some plan. I don't know.
Well, the plan is to fucking leave the house, I guess. I don't know.
Well, they
don't. That's all. He just goes, yeah, I got a plan. We're gonna figure this shit out.
I think the plan was burning the crucifix, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't. And I like. He's so bad at acting that when he's upset, well, he's supposed to be upset about his girlfriend's safety, right? But that manifests as him off camera going, like the Hulk.
Yeah, I do remember that
shit. Sees the crucifix in her bloody hand as if that's the worst thing that's happened in the house.
I can't believe the demon's making you do this.
This is the last straw.
So, when he burns the crucifix,
yeah,
we get Katie laying on the couch.
Yep.
And she says, I think we're gonna be okay now.
Yeah.
In a demon voice.
She's in bed, but that does happen.
and it happens right after he burns the
Yeah,
one thing
yeah,
that is stopping the demon.
Mm-hmm. And also, when did you begin to sound like a man, babe?
Boy, your T levels are rising. you to be honest, it didn't even sound like a man. It sounded like Optimus Goddamn Prime. It's two voices at once.
It sounded like you've been practicing your Mongolian throat singing.
Yeah, then, yep. And she smiles and closes her eyes. Maybe that should be a flag. A red one.
It should. Also, this isn't, oh, good, you're asleep? I'm going to put you in the car and get away from this house now.
No.
How easy is that? Nah, we'll just go to sleep beside each other like a fucking asshole.
Well, hey.
And then get surprised when she's screaming downstairs, and when I go investigate, I get thrown against the camera.
Exactly, yeah. Welcome to night 21. That's the whole fucking night right there.
Yep. She screams longer than any human being could ever possibly scream. That's red flag number 1 for me, and I'm going out the upstairs window instead.
Yeah, no.
Easily.
That probably would have been a good, because she's probably being murdered down there, so what are you going to run down there with no weapon and get?
Yeah,
murdered?
In your boxers, just dick agape.
Maybe you're hoping that he'll see it swinging in the fucking, in the boxer material, like, whoa, I didn't, you brought a hammer to a gunfight, my friend. You win.
I have a friend who, if he were ever to be burgled, his plan is to strip naked, start jerking off, and just shit on the floor. Okay. I think that would be pretty effective.
Probably.
If I were invading a home and I turn a corner and I see that.
That's kind of like Brian Posehn's plan. The comedian, he's a tall guy, big tall guy, and his plan is to
If you've seen The Devil's Rejects, he's in that.
Yeah.
He's the big tall guy with the glasses and the bucket hat.
Yeah, so imagine that, but naked, wearing a baby, like the screaming baby mask, and wielding a katana that's likely like clinking off the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't like that either. That's almost worse.
Yeah, oh my god. I really want like an Alexa with like a security system so that you can do the thing where you're like, all right, Alexa, it's go time, and the lights go red and it starts playing like Doom music.
The fucking Kill Bill flashback music.
Yeah. Oh. Fuck yeah, that's what everybody needs.
It sure is, dude.
So yeah,
I just described the end of the movie.
Yeah,
that's the fucking end of the movie. She screams for way too long, and then
she comes up covered in blood
for
some reason,
right? The reason why these jump scares are effective, they're only effective the first time you see the movie, because footsteps up the stairs, but it's dark in the hallway outside the door, so you don't actually get to see, but your eyes are drawn to that location because that's where the sound is coming from. And then just a body flies at the camera. Yeah. So like that got me.
That like he was thrown from like the second, like the landing, like, which is pretty far when you see the movie.
It's impressive. And then the second one is fucking stupid. The second one is the stupidest fucking jump scare in most movies.
Is it the end?
It's Katie crawling toward the camera and then suddenly attacking it with a demon face. Great.
End of film.
That's the end of your movie. Credits.
End of film.
Not even credits, just like some announcement of copyright.
Yeah. It's like police found Micah. I wrote October 11th dead.
Yeah.
Katie's nowhere to be found. And then there's a minute of ominous demon sounds.
Yep. Now, we said at the very beginning of this, I remember this movie being much better.
I remember thoroughly being like, whoa!
I enjoyed it.
But then I'm remembering the second film.
I think because this is like sort of the very beginning of all found footage shit. I mean, Blair Witch Project, obviously, Man vs. Dog and shit like that. But this is the Saw of found footage horror movies.
This is the one that made everybody else go, well, I can do that. That doesn't seem expensive.
And they did it better.
Oh.
So by comparison, this one, not that good.
No.
4 out of 10.
4, I gave it a 5.
Sorry, guys.
I gave it a 5 because it's Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, and I thought about doing the exact same thing, but then I was like, I'll just give the second one a 5 then.
That's fair. You know what? The second one's probably gonna get a 6 or a 7.
It's probably gonna,
it's
gonna
much
get a higher
better
rating for sure.
That's the film. That's the goddamn film.
I didn't want to do it to him, but it just doesn't hold up.
4.5. The more we talk about it, the shittier it gets. I don't know who walked out of that film, but
so many people were like, "This is too scary for me,"
or they were just like, "Well, when's it gonna happen? I got things to do."
It's the same principle as like, like when film first started and they played it in theaters and people thought the train was actually gonna come out of the screen. You know, I don't understand this new technology, so it's frightening to me.
Did they play it to people like at a school for the goofy? Like, how do you?
This is my whole point. Like, people were just stupid then.
Well, is it that, or is it just like, this movie's bad, I'm leaving, and like, wow, one left. Wow, we'll count that as a scared to leave.
Yeah.
Somebody's pissed their pants, pissy baby.
People keep walking out looking bored. They must be horrified.
They must be trying to hide their piss
Holy
in their
shit.
pants, obviously.
That's a really convincing nonchalance you've got, sir.
4 and 4.5.
Yeah.
Fucking Paranormal Activity. You thought it was going to be good? Sheet pulled right out from underneath you to expose your little feet.
Yeah, and then get licked. All right, man, I got 3 fucking movies for you, and let me tell you, it was like pulling teeth trying to get anything out of this.
Okay, so we got Blair Witch Project. I'm just
avoided it on purpose.
All right,
avoided it on purpose.
Let's see.
No, first theme here we got spirit boards never help anything.
Okay, is that just the movie Ouija?
You know what's funny is that originally it was going to be, and then I found a better one.
Oh, cool. All right.
Also, it wasn't going to be the first one. It's going to be Origin of Evil because that movie's actually okay. And the first one is a piece of shit.
I didn't realize there was.
So
there's more than one Ouija movie.
Yes, the first one has the same kid from The Bye Bye Man in it.
Ugh! My anus just creased up hearing that title.
Yep. And I couldn't. But the second one has the fucking chick from Grey's Anatomy, for anybody who's watched Grey's Anatomy with amnesia, whose face gets all fucked up in a boat accident. Anyway, it's a decent movie.
Okay.
Fine.
So
it was going to be that. It's not that.
Okay.
The Unhelpful Psychics.
Okay. Poltergeist.
It's funny. Once again, no. And you're never going to guess it.
Okay.
And then Demon from Childhood. As in a demon that's followed somebody since they were young.
Okay. Let's do the first one. That one,
You want spirit boards never help anything?
Yeah.
Fucking Exorcist.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
all right.
Exorcist.
I think we've all got 7 to 8 hours for that podcast, right? That's a long fucking movie. That's like 3 hours, isn't it?
I was a little hesitant. I think it's 2.
Okay. All right. Well, Jaws was fine.
Yeah, right. For Unhelpful Psychics, and I don't, you might not have ever even seen this, but Mothman Prophecies.
I've heard of it. I didn't realize it was a
decent.
scary movie.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's about the fucking Mothman.
Is
right?
it? Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought it was called that.
He's right in there.
Good. That makes me want to watch it now. I like the Mothman.
And then Demon from Childhood was going to be Insidious.
Okay. Well, it's not quite time for Insidious
Not yet?
No, we're not there yet.
Fucking Exorcist, though.
Yeah, I mean, it has to...
Let Jesus fuck you.
Look.
Are you ready to watch a 12-year-old scream, "Let Jesus fuck you," while she jills off with a crucifix?
Jay...
Because I sure am.
Jay, there's going to be some things we'll just gloss over.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of foul language in this film.
Oh, we're going deep into the ramifications of that movie on that poor woman.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, I'm excited.
Yes.
Not so much for the jilling off, but the cussing. I always love when children cuss.
A grown man telling a young girl to come into me?
I think grown men shouldn't say that. That's not how grown men work usually.
Also, a lot of references to the sequel to Scary Movie, unfortunately, because there are scenes in The Exorcist that now when I see them, just like the first one and fucking Scream, all I can think of is, what's his goddamn name? What's his fucking name?
David Cross?
No. Although...
The dude with the little hand?
James Woods having diarrhea with flies all over his face. That's...
I didn't know James... I thought James Woods was... I thought he was a serious actor.
Well, he's in Scary Movie too. I think occasionally he is also a serious actor.
I mean, he's in Family Guy, so he can't...
He's in Scary Movie 2 while they're making fun of The Exorcist. That's...
All right.
The little kid pisses on the floor during the dinner party, and the fucking mom puts her face in it and hits her with a newspaper like a dog.
Isn't it like a lot of piss?
Yeah, it's more than it's more than your cat's had.
Oh my god. All right, well, I'm excited.
Fucking Exorcist.
Let's go.
Grindhouse Movie Club.